Hey, what's up, guys? Luke Hessler here, and let's dive into that second skill now. The first one was the list, so now you've got a list of 50 to 100 people who you know A, could be positively impacted by the product, or B, positively impacted by your opportunity. Right? So that's number one. And now the next skill is the invite, the invitation to those people, giving them the invitation to hear this thing out. And the first key is what? Your intentions, your honesty, sincerity, and transparency. You know, you gotta gain some perspective on what you're doing here. You guys are giving these people an opportunity that could potentially change their life forever. Forever. Imagine you went out there and you had Bill Gates come to your door and he told you he's got a way for you and 10 of your friends to go out there and make some money through this business, and you just got to get them to talk to Bill tomorrow at 8, right? How are you going to feel? How excited are you going to be? How happy are you going to be for your friends to go out there and tell them about this? You're going to feel incredible, right? You're going to be, oh my gosh, Bill Gates, bro, me and my homies, they're not even going to believe this, right? But you're excited, you're feeling good, right? You're feeling passionate. And that's exactly how you should feel when you go out there and tell your friends about this business. And if you aren't feeling that way, it's simply because there's some sort of problems. There's a limiting belief in what you're doing. You don't actually believe that you're giving someone an incredible opportunity that can change their life. And if that's the problem, you need to go back to your upline and talk to them about that, and we'll identify what it is, erase it, and then replace it, and then we'll get back in here. But let's just say you do. Let's just say you do feel it. You feel incredible. You know you got the opportunity of a lifetime. Then what you do is there's a 4-step invitation process. A 4-step invitation process. And this is number one, is you clear the schedule. So number one, you got a pen and paper, write this down. All right, number one is you clear the schedule. So for example, Bill, what do you do tomorrow at 8? Nothing. All right, perfect. Clear the schedule. All right. Number two, you tell them why you're calling through leveraging. All right. Tell them why you're calling through leveraging. You tell them why you are calling through leveraging. And you can leverage anything. You can leverage an individual. You can leverage a success story. You can leverage a product. You can leverage the timing. You can leverage the opportunity. You can leverage anything that you want. It's up to you. Okay. But you tell them why you're calling through leveraging. All right. And number 3 is you tell them what you want them to do. Okay. Tell them what you want them to do. You tell them what you want them to do. Okay. That's number 3. And number 4 is what's called a pressure release statement. Okay. A pressure release statement. Again, that's a pressure release statement. And this is kind of how it all works put together, right? So number 1, clear the schedule. Hey, Jamie, or hey, Bill, what are you doing tomorrow at 8? Right? Bill says nothing. All right, perfect. Number 2, tell them why I'm calling through leveraging. So Bill, I got to get you to come meet my good boy Jamie. All right? Or I got to get you to come meet my boy whoever. All right? Or I got to get you to come try this incredible product, right? And then you say why they should go and try that incredible product, why they should meet your boy Jamie. Let's just say it's Jamie, right? Hey man, I got to get you to meet my boy Jamie. This kid in 2 years, this business he found took him from Taco Bell to now where he makes a 6-figure income. It's incredible, bro. At 20 years old, he went from Taco Bell to a 6-figure income, and he wants to team up with us to help us do exactly what he did over there and in his area over here in our area. And he's hosting a private business call tonight at 9, and I want you to get on the call, right? So what I do there, steps 2 and 3, right? Steps 2 and 3, I told him why I was calling through leveraging, Jamie, 0 to 6 figures, right? And then I told him what I wanted him to do. He's hosting a private business call, and I wanted to invite you onto the call, okay? Number 4 is a pressure release statement. And then you tell him, but hey man, listen, all right, this private business call is simply, its mission, its intentions are to educate you on what's going on so that you can make your own decision. So just know that if you hear this thing out and you figure out that it's not for you, no worries, not a big deal. There's really no pressure. Honestly, I've got a list of about 50 people who I think would be really, really good at this whole thing, but I'm really just looking for 5 to 10. So if you don't want to be that dude after hearing this call, no worries. I just want to get you on this call, number 1, because I think it'd be awesome for you. And number 2, I'd really like to get your opinion on this business, man, because it seems extremely lucrative. Can I count on you to be on the call? All right. Do you get that? So it's simple. So the key is this, is that you don't want your friends, what do I say? Honesty, transparency, and sincerity, right? You want to be honest and transparent with your friends, because if they do this or not, it doesn't matter to you, right? Because you only want people to do this who they see it as a positive thing in their life. You just want them to hear this thing out. You don't care if they actually do it or not. You just want them to hear this thing out. And they must know that. They must know on this call, they will not feel like they're being sold something. They're going to feel like they're being told something. Do you get that? Everyone likes to go out there and be told new things, told about the new songs, told about this, told about that, but no one likes to get sold. No one likes to be sold this or that. So you must know, your friends must know by what you say that they're being told something and not sold something, and that if they get on the call and they don't like it, it's no pressure and it's no big deal, guys. So that's the invitation. But remember, there's no cookie cutter invitation, right? If I'm talking to my mom, I might be saying, the four things, right? What, clear the schedule, what they're doing, and why I'm calling in the press release statement. I'm going to say them very differently than if I'm talking to my fraternity brothers, right? So remember, there's no cookie cutter invite, but the structure and the base behind the whole thing is the exact same, right? It's just like a jump shot in basketball. You look at the NBA, everyone's got, a different looking jump shot, but the basic idea of it is the same. No one's out there shooting with two hands, right? You use one hand under the ball and you go up there and you shoot it, right? But everyone's got a little bit their own style, and that's the exact same thing with the invite. But the key is to create that structure around those four steps. That way you create a system-based business and not that sponsor-based business that I was talking about previously. So that's how you invite, guys. And now this brings us into our last step, which is a thing called a presentation. Is the art of actually clearly articulating your product and opportunity, to your friends and communicating it with them and showing them the value in it. So guys, on how to present, I want you to go to this next video, this last one, and we'll teach you the final skill of enrolling.